What's up, friends? This is Manni, and I want to test the NUO today with the Howler and Screamer weapon. These weapons are really strong, and they prevent enemies from healing, and this is a big thing, right? You can just reduce their gray HP indefinitely. And I haven't even maxed the NUO yet, but unlike the Leo, and I've recently made my first Leo video where I've ever looked at, for the first time looked at it. If you haven't yet seen it, check it out. In the top right corner, also in the description, pinned comment, I link it for you. Go ahead, check out my reaction to seeing this thing in operation, but that's ridiculous. This thing can literally not be destroyed, but the NUO can. And so I feel like although the NUO is broken and it is too powerful, at least it is too powerful in a way where you can destroy it, you know? It's not like it is an impossible to deal with thing. And that makes me a little hopeful about it and makes me favor the NUO over the Leo. And also because it has more firepower. I tend to go with more glass cannon builds. I like to do that and go with more, yeah, try to outpace the enemy with my damage output. and yeah, so that's why the Leo is pretty good. And also it's fast as heck, boy. It's fast as heck, boy. So yeah, if you enjoy the content, boys, consider staying tuned, subscribe, and I catch you hopefully in the next video. And let's begin. So we're hitting that guy, and look how much damage we're already doing to him. And basically all of that damage is what's it called here? Permanent damage, right? It's permanent. He just died from it. And somehow we even have a raptor buddy with us, which is crazy. Da-da-da-da-dum. Da-da-da-da-dum. There goes him. Okay, we're strengthening the weapons of the raptor. We already have our battleship support, which is pretty crazy as well. And the guy also sent out his battleship already. Bro spawns in, bro is dead. Jesus Christ. Oh, I sometimes get a comment like this when I say this. Please, Manny, don't use the name of the Lord in vain like this. But at the same time, I'm sorry, this kind of comes automatic when I see nonsense like this. Look at this! Oh my god! I did it again, I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh! Jeez! Or whatever, you know? Look at this, what were we doing to them? I could just fly around here and just drop everything. There's a hawk. I'm not gonna fire at a hawk. I love hawks. Hawks are my friends. Hawk is one of my favorite robots. If it wasn't so bad, I would love to play around it with it more. Dude, is this really what I'm doing to them? One salvo is like 250,000 damage. Are you crazy? Is that real? Dude! Yeah, like one salvo is about 200k. Bro, that's insane, man. I even miss a few shots here. This is the craziest. What? Dude, what is happening? Alright, guys, this is officially nuts. You know what? I feel like there are a lot of overpowered weapons in the game, you know? But the older Screamer and Howler, which, by the way, is still relatively new. Like, it's not an old weapon at all. But let's land, get ourselves a shield. What I actually feel like is going on here is that these weapons, because the NUO robot amplifies weapon damage so insanely high, what ends up happening is that this weapon basically performs broken as much as the next weapon does. But this one prevents you from healing back any HP. So whereas normally you would just deal damage to somebody and they will heal it back, now you can't do it with those weapons. And the brokenness is not any less, because it's just between instant kill and instant kill almost, like there isn't much room between that, you know? So if you instant kill in 1 or 2 seconds doesn't really make any difference, even though we're talking about half the firepower. But not allowing the enemy to heal back makes this an extremely crazy thing. Now imagine you'd be firing at, let's say, let's imagine you're firing at a guy with maybe the Leo robot. Although the Leo might be a little different because it can restore gray HP. But remember that with the Leo robot also relies heavily on healing back as HP. I'm not sure if this could potentially begin or try to counter the Leo robot. I'm not sure if that would be possible. I have to be careful because I'm flying up in the air and a lot of things can see me, right? And like I said, the NUO robot can be shot down. It is not an invincible robot at all. So sometimes it's good to just land real quick. Also, I don't have the legendary pilot that will allow me to restore all my gray HP, even though I somehow just did it. I don't get it. Isn't that supposed to be the legendary pilot skills thing? Ugh, I'm stuck! Oh, okay, there's a... Okay, there's a crisis. Let's hit him hard. One shot later, he's gone. Okay, we're landing again to get ourselves the shield. I'm firing empty my weapon because I'm an idiot. I don't have to fire it empty. It's a continuously reloading weapon. But this team is fighting a little more smart. They're doing it a little different. We have to actually be somewhat more careful here. Wow, that's one salvo, broski, almost dead, dude. Now he's blocking damage with his shield. Dude, what is this? No way, this is just insane, man. There goes the whole Sam Jock. And that guy, I'm gonna get stealth now. So they can't fire at me for a second. And I'm still increasing the firepower of my ally there, who is in the meantime just steamrolling the enemy base due to his mad powerful raptor. I'm landing, getting myself some extra HP. Sorry, shielding. Technically it's not really HP, but look, I can now fight back against the Condor up in the air because I have this mad shield that I can just rely on. And target prioritization is always a very important thing here, right? When using things that are crazy powerful. Come jump on me. Come jump on me here, bro. Here, this is a good point for you to jump on. Because he would fall and die, right? That's a Titan right there firing at me. And I'm gonna get myself a shield. An extra shield from the battleship and more durability. And freedom of movement. This is also why I like the... Did I just kill the Titan? No. Hey, who did I just kill? It said Living Legend, but I wasn't... I was shooting him. The Heimdall Titan doesn't stand a chance, bro. And neither does the thing, the Mugomets. And every time I feel like it, I can just really quickly land and get myself an extra shield of 300k. It's also something I said right from the beginning, friends, is that the Aopo drone is a big problem. It is too much shield energy. I told you this from day one on the test server. I asked Pixonic to please reconsider giving you a 300,000 HP shield every time you land, because it is just too much. If it was 150,000, it would already be pretty disruptive to enemies trying to deal damage to you, but 300,000 is just insane. It is the usual insanity that Pixonic always brings to light, where they just can't stop themselves from completely breaking the game to make the sales. And it's very sad. It's the reason why the game has been dying for the last 4 years. And I remember 4 years back, man, did we have a good time. You remember back when I was invited by Asus onto the, or Asus, I think you say it in English, onto the Gamescom, and we were having the community event. I was with Ben's Hardware and with Roman Hartung here from Germany. Awesome guys, big YouTubers and influential people. And I was there on stage. We were with freaking War Robots. We were in there. We were relevant enough to be in there with these big people, right? And now look at us now, with the channel, with War Robots, with the complete, what's that word? Insignificance? Yeah, insignificance almost, right? Is where we are at. We used to be very significant, but yeah, the game is slowly dying, and unfortunately, the channel is following along, obviously, since it is the topic of this channel. And that's why I'm very hopeful to see that Armor Attack is coming with some of the original developers from War Robots, the ones who were responsible, or partly responsible from what I gather, for making the game when it was really successful and great, you know, back then when it wasn't so broken. So let's give ourselves stealth, then we're gonna get this guy, because he has to die. He targeted me a bunch of times already. So he's shielding himself from the other teammate, dude. Okay, phase shift. See, this is what I mean when I say this robot actually isn't, you know, it can get killed. This robot can get killed, not like many of the others, like the Leo, for example, that literally cannot get killed. And when you are like me here, in no man's land, all by yourself. Oh, come on. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Even this guy has a problem with me, bro. So, we're gonna land again. Yeah, the thing is, I still, and that's despite all the history and some of the things that happened that weren't cool between Pixonic and me, and some of those, I also admit, some of those were my fault. Like, I made some videos, I got some things pretty badly wrong, and I said some wrong things as well, but despite the history, I still like the game. I still even like Pixonic a lot. And I think back of the wonderful times that we had back then when when we fly to Moscow and we met them in person. It was an awesome time. Just think about how many wonderful memories we have here on the channel, and what an amazing, journey this was, right? I love all that. And I wish Pixonic would find their way back to their path back to the way Warrobots was when it was so successful, when it was such a great game. Okay. Okay, I think we're dead now, finally. Yeah. they finally got us. But yeah, I think this video definitely shows that the robot is a great robot, but it is also unfortunately broken. Even though it is less broken than the Leo, thankfully. The Leo is just, it does less damage, but it just can't get destroyed. And like I said, between doing lots of damage and doing like unlimited amounts of HP. So we're getting him. He doesn't stand much of a chance here. Then we have a Mauler Titan that spawned there. But he can't really get to me here so easily. Alright, let's go for him here. How many times is he filling up his health? It's pretty crazy, right? Think about it. He just filled his health up like... I did 400,000 and he's still fine. And he's already flying again. So nuts. And he is still refilling that health. I have to cool down the weapons a little. Let's go for him. Then we're running this way. I still have full HP. Uh-oh. I tried to run, but I can't because I'm lifted up here. Now we no longer have full HP. We just had full HP a second ago. Interesting though, I can recharge 100% of all the damage that I just took. Is it because I got boosted by the Leo? Look, I was able to get to 100% HP again. Now I reflected the damage back. And he's just lifted me up a second time. That makes you my enemy now. You lift me up twice in a row, that makes it personal. You do it once? Okay. You do it a second time against me, then we're gonna have a problem, bro. I'm gonna take you out. Because I noticed, and I know what it means. It means you're gonna do it a third time. And I'm not gonna give you that third time. Okay, we're getting attacked from behind. I still got the Leo with me. And we're doing a pretty decent defense job here together. Okay. Moving here to the side a little. Doing a lot of damage to this guy. They're on the Leo. Oh, wow. I've got a lot of stuff on us here. I mean, unfortunately, the Leo is gone, which means I'm gonna retreat now. Back into safety. Right? Because I can do that with the Minos. I don't have to stand right in front of everybody. We're reflecting back. Okay. I could EMP him so that he can no longer get into his ability, which I think I just did. We have a Bjorn Titan with us. I feel like we should begin to capture some of the beacons. Maybe I can EMP him before he reflects. Yep. Do you even reflect, bro? No, you don't. Yeah, I like playing that Minos. I like the style of play. I'm getting boosted. Very nice. We're losing another beacon. But the enemy is slowly running out of Titans, and we are not. Ah, come on, targeting system. Don't do that. Oh, I got him? I thought he... Wait, I got him too? But those are light weapons. Wait a minute, how did I just kill him with a light weapon through his last stand? Because light weapons don't bypass last stands typically. Is it because the bump effect thing, right? Because I think the weapon has some sort of built-in bump effect. Boom. Yeah, this is such a good Minos, man. It's so universal, you know? Woo! Let's follow him. You're not getting away from me, sir. I think he was in stealth for a second, but it didn't matter. There we go. Nice. Yeah, I like the fact that the NUO robot can get shot down, but it seems a little crazy how much damage he does. So what this means is whenever you see a NUO on the battleship, guys, on the battlefield, you have to kill it. Focus, because he's doing too much damage to your team, and at the same time, he can get shot down rather easily. You just need maybe 1 or 2 guys to shoot him, and then he's gonna go down. So make sure to get that thing destroyed, okay? Don't let it be on the battlefield. 14.2 million damage, jeez. Alright, so thanks for watching. Catch you in the next video, and Manni signing off. Bye-bye, my friends.